Oh man, are we back again? Oh, yes, we are. What is going on, family? What is going on? Welcome back to the sanctuary. We are back here in the sanctuary. If you don't know, now you do know. This is yours truly, Clifton Pope of HFWB, Health, Fitness, Wealth, Business, and this is the Cave Within. This is your midweek deep flow, and this is your ambient sanctuary for a balanced fusion, like always, poetry, meditation, and stillness. Man, I'm excited about this deep midweek flow edition of the Cave Within. This is your live digital sanctuary. And for those who have been tuning into the Cave Within broadcasts on a daily basis, welcome back. It's good to have y'all back. And if this is y'all's first time tuning in, for those who are listening, tonight's stream is for unwinding and returning to yourself because this is for the restless souls. This is for the night healers. This is for the deep healers and for those who need a room to sit down in just for a little while. Again, this is a live digital sanctuary for people who want to unwind at night, right? For those who want to study, focus, sleep, wind down, reflect, or just feel spiritually and creatively recentered. So tonight is our midweek deep flow. Man, welcome back, y'all. The Cave Within, the midweek deep flow on this April the 8th, 2026, Wednesday night. Feels good to be back, y'all. Feels good to be back. I love it, y'all. I love it. Because honestly, if your mind has been spinning, if your week has been heavy thus far, if your soul needed a room to kind of sit down a little bit, this is that room. Because tonight we're going to take it a little bit slower within this deep flow, this midweek deep flow that is, because we're going to take it slower, deeper, and softer into the usual stuff: poetry, breath, sound, stillness. No performance needed at all whatsoever. No kind of pressure. We're just focusing on presence, y'all. We're just focusing on presence. And that's what it's about within this midweek deep flow. And honestly, I look forward to making up for last week's deep midweek flow because I'll be completely honest, if y'all tuned in last week, I didn't have 100% energy like I do have right now. And I apologize to those once again because honestly, I fell asleep during the meditation portion myself when I was taking an intermission that turned into a longer intermission than I expected. But we're back at it. We're better than ever. And we're once again moving and grooving on the Cave Within. This is your deep midweek flow. And yes, we're picking up right where we left off from last week and then some. But before we dive into everything on this live broadcast, today's broadcast edition of the Midweek Deep Flow, courtesy of the Cave Within, your live digital sanctuary for that balanced fusion of your PMS effect, poetry, meditation, and stillness. And we're definitely going to get into all that for sure. But before I forget, if this space helps you breathe easier, it would truly mean a lot to me if you support it by hitting that subscribe button. Kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. And I'm pretty sure you're probably wondering, for those who are tuning in for the first time ever, where did the Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 come from? For those who tune into the broadcast on a regular basis here in the sanctuary, y'all already know this. I'm speaking to those who are tuning in for the first time. So I recently, well, about a few months ago, back in last November, I released my most recent book, The Man Who Didn't Give Up, my most recent self improvement book, at least until my next book that I have coming out very, very soon. That's coming, I may announce it towards the end of the stream, or I may wait and to save it until later on in the weekend because I've been keeping this next self development book, self improvement, personal development book under the wraps for a little while, but I'm slowly but surely going to be revealing that here, probably within the next day or two, as far as the next book. But anywho, The Man Who Didn't Give Up. You can get your copy of my most recent personal development self improvement book. It is available on Amazon.com as we speak, ebook, paperback, and hardcover. So be sure to get your copy of The Man Who Didn't Give Up. It's on Amazon as we speak. And at the same time, I also have a course that complements The Man Who Didn't Give Up that is available on gumroad.com. Type in Understanding Chaos, Turmoil, and Uncertainty by yours truly, Clifton Pope, and it will come up within the search bar engine. Understanding Chaos, Turmoil, and Uncertainty course. That way you want to take a little deeper dive into why I wrote the book, The Man Who Didn't Give Up. I'm not going to spend too much time on what it's about, but I'll give you a brief overview because I really want y'all to take in the overall experience of the book. Basically, The Man Who Didn't Give Up is pretty much me giving a summary and a thesis statement all wrapped in one based on what I was going through during the year of 2024 all the way to about summertime of last year, 2025. Because with me being the author that I am, obviously this is pretty much what majority of authors I'm sure do. They go through the experience and then they write about it. I think that's only logical and it makes sense to me. So pretty much The Man Who Didn't Give Up is me writing about what I went through all of 2024 all the way to the summertime of last year in 2025 from a personal standpoint and with everything that was going on within HFWB. So fast forward, that's pretty much how the Mr. Did Not Give Up handle, courtesy of Kicks.com, courtesy of the Cave Within, came together. And of course, the number 44 is pretty much my basketball number that I used to wear back when I played basketball in high school. Well, I played basketball all my life growing up as a child to the person who I am today. Fun fact about me. And another fun fact about me, whenever I did play basketball for Moody High School, located here in Corpus Christi, Texas, I was a 3-year letterman. And basically, the basketball number I chose to wear was 44. My original number was 14, but at the time, another player on the team was already wearing number 14. So I figured, why not wear number 44? So that's where the tag at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 comes from. So that's a little bit of a fun fact, brief history moment into the story of yours truly's life. So I say that to say, if the cave within space helps you breathe easier, helps you relax easier, helps you reflect a lot more smoothly, please support it. Please support it by subscribing. I don't know why I can't talk right now, but y'all know what I mean. If this space helps you breathe easier, support it by subscribing at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, kicks.com/Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. And honestly, if this stream gives you the peace that you need, please support the experience by doing so. Because your support helps me personally keep becoming more empowered, uplifted, and inspired every single night to create soundscapes, to create more poetry readings, to create more guided nights. And believe me, there's a lot more poetry, a lot more soundscapes, and a lot more guided nights coming your way within the cave within. I definitely plan on going back into the lab and probably creating some more soundscapes for future streams and for the nighttime volume one sanctuary pack that's coming very soon here in the next couple of weeks. You may get yourself a customizable soundscape that hasn't even been heard on this live stream within that pack. So stay tuned for that. That will come in the public service announcements a little bit later, of course. But like always, as we dive into this stream, or not even a stream, let me stop calling it a stream. This is a broadcast of the digital sanctuary of the cave within, your digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. So, how about we just simply work on grounding ourselves a little bit and we can establish some stillness to keep things rolling on this deep midweek flow, shall we? So, for those who are listening for the first time, everyone who's a regular broadcast listener, y'all know this, but for those who are tuning in for the first time, right, we always like to begin every cave within digital sanctuary broadcast by basically arriving in the body, right? So, what we're going to do, we're going to pretty much just go get right into it. If this feels good, I want you to simply close your eyes or just soften your gaze. If you're sitting down right now, sit up nice, tall, and upright in a nice seated position, shoulders relaxed, all tension released from head to toe. And at the same time, if you are laying down, that's perfectly fine. Again, just relax yourself, ease all release all tension that may be floating around from your head all the way down to your toe. And let's just take a slow, deep breath into your nose for 3 to 5 seconds. As we inhale through our nose for 3 to 5 seconds, hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and exhale slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. As we inhale through our nose, holding our breath, and we slowly exhale. One more time together. Let's inhale through our nose, hold our breath for a few seconds, and then slowly exhale for 3 to 5 seconds. I want us to kind of focus in on our breath, as always. And as we do so, just let your shoulders drop, relax your jaw, soften your hands as you breathe in through your nose again, holding your breath for about 3 to 5 seconds tops, and then slowly exhaling through your nose or mouth, whichever is more comfortable and suitable for you. And just kind of quietly say to yourself that I am here. I can slow down, and this moment is enough. As we again inhale through our nose, holding our breath for a few seconds, and slowly exhaling through our nose or through our mouth as we tune in to the ambient soundscape in the background, like always, as we explore space and peace within this deep midweek flow, as we breathe in through our nose, holding our breath for a few seconds, and exhaling slowly through our nose or mouth. I want you to imagine just being in your personal spaceship, rather, cruising through the space, the infinite amount of space in the universe, right? Watching stars and different galaxies just pass you by peacefully. This is very ideal for those looking for a peaceful exploration mentally into space. The exploring space and peace ambient soundscape that I mix together personally for y'all. And again, I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. I really appreciate y'all always, without a doubt. As we continue to focus in on our breath, inhaling through our nose, holding our breath for just a few seconds, and we exhale slowly through our nose or through our mouth. Again, whichever is more suitable, whichever is more comfortable for you at the end of the day, that's what this experience is truly all about. Here at the cave within, that is sure. As we inhale through our nose, inhale the calm, exhale the stress. Again, just inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our nose or mouth, and just reminding ourselves again that we are here. We can solve it, and we do not have to solve everything tonight. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, no, we don't at all. We're going through the experience right now, just embracing the moment. Nothing else matters. You're right here, right now. You're right here, right now, which is pretty much everything that you need. As we tune in to our body, we tune into our soul, and we tune in to our spirit more so than anything. Because honestly, that is the theme for tonight's deep midweek stream, this deep midweek flow, rather. Tonight's theme is body, soul, and spirit. We're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the body and into the soul, into the spirit, because as I was going through everything that I was talking about, I wanted to try to figure out what I wanted to talk about. That's literally what came to mind for me, because honestly, we could use a little bit of a reset, renewal, and detox of our body, and our soul, and our spirit. That's how I'm feeling right now, especially considering the fact that I am currently doing my midweek fast to kind of get into my own deep midweek flow to keep things going for the rest of the week to kind of finish off as strong as possible, like always. And yeah, I figured why not dive into the body, into the soul, into the spirit a little bit more. And to really enter this space, we have to understand what those words truly mean. Because we hear it all the time. Oh, this is your body, your soul, your spirit. But do we really understand what those words truly mean? Like, do we really? Well, we're going to dive into that tonight. In honor of the deep midweek flow, we're going to take a little dive into this. Because by body, we mean the part of you that receives the world. You know, what you see, what you hear, what you touch, what your senses carry in. And this kind of ties into the sacral chakra that we were talking about 2 nights ago for my birthday stream, as far as the importance of being in tune with our sensations and our senses within our body, being in tune with how we feel and the emotions that we experience within our body, like everything that we see, everything that we feel, everything that we touch, everything that we taste, everything that we smell. That is how within our own bodies we can receive what's going on within the world, just through our bodies, most importantly. So here's another thing to kind of think about. By soul, what do you think of, or as a matter of fact, before I go into the soul, let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat right now. What does it mean? What does body mean to you? Like, what do you think of as far as when you hear the term body, how it's the part of you that receives the world, like what you see, hear, touch, smell, taste. How does that make how does that make you feel and react when you go through that experience yourself? Feel free to let me know in the chat at any given moment in time, for sure. By soul, we mean the part of you that feels. Again, going back to what we talked about within the sacral chakra 2 nights ago. By soul, it refers to our pleasure and our pain, our desire and aversion, our joy and sorrow, and our like and dislike. And it's funny because if you really think about it, it's two sides of the same coin kind of thing. You can't have one without the other in a way. You can't have likes without dislike. You know, not everybody is gonna like a certain thing. Not everybody is gonna dislike a certain thing. You can't have pleasure without pain, and pain without pleasure, because when you think of when you think of pain, When it comes to pain for me, it's like it's like sometimes it's an uncomfortable experience as far as going through pain, but at the same time, it allows us to grow. That way, when it comes to pain, it allows us to appreciate the hard times a whole lot more. That way, whenever the good times do come, we could always remain humble and stay grounded because we know what we went through in order to get to this position in the first place. So that's kind of my way of saying, hey, you can't have pain without pleasure, have pleasure without pain. Obviously, you can't have joy without sorrow, and sorrow without joy. And you can make the same thing with desire and aversion. When it comes to just the overall experience of the soul, it's like understanding that there's two sides of a coin and that there's a dance of duality taking place more so than anything. Pardon me. And by spirit, we mean the part of you that can step deeper, the part that can perceive meaning, truth, essence, and what belongs not merely to you, but to the reality of things themselves. Ah, so again, tonight we're not just relaxing your body, we're not just soothing your emotions, we're also making room for spirit. We're making a whole lot of room for spirit because as we dive deeper into our body, soul, and spirit teaching and reflection on this deep midweek flow, I want to kind of break down a couple of things real quick. Us individuals, us men, us women, us human beings, and just general. Did you know that we're a citizen of three worlds? Seriously, every human being that's ever existed is a citizen of three worlds. They're a citizen of the body, they're a citizen of the soul, and they're a citizen of the spirit. And let me tell you why. Through the body, you belong to the outer world, obviously, the physical realm. Through the soul, you carry your inner experience, right? Through the spirit, something higher reveals itself. Let me say that again. Through the body, you belong to the outer world. Through the soul, you carry your inner experience. Through the spirit, something higher reveals itself. See, the body feels the chair, the soul feels the fatigue, but the spirit asks, what is this moment trying to teach me? The body notices the room. The soul notices whether the room feels comfort or heavy, and the spirit can step beyond reaction and listen for truth. Let me say that again for the people in the back. See, the body notices the room that you're in, right? The soul notices whether the room feels comforting or heavy, and the spirit can step beyond reaction and listen for truth every single time. So tonight, that's the whole theme, y'all. Body, soul, and spirit. Tonight, we are allowing the body to soften. We're allowing the soul to speak. And we're allowing the spirit to listen. And that is why this space matters. Welcome to the Cave Within, your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. This is your midweek deep flow on this Wednesday, April the 8th, 2026. Give yourself a round of applause for being here, first and most importantly, because a lot of people live only in one dimension, all body and no reflection, all soul and no grounding, or all thought and no embodiment. But wholeness asks us to come back to all three, be in the body, be in the soul, and be in the spirit. So I figured since we kind of beat that up enough, we're going to dive into our poetry immersion, kind of breaking down each of these: the body, the soul, and the spirit. Yes, I had to I had to put together a quick little poem to talk about all three elements because all three elements are very, very important. That is for sure. So, with the first poem that we have, and by the way, before I say the first poem, let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, kicks.com / Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. This is the Cave Within, your midweek deep flow for today. I love it. I love it. I love it. This first poem, I can tell y'all one thing, it's about to be awesome. Yes, it is going to be awesome because this first poem is called The Body Knows. The body knows what the mind has been trying to outrun. It knows in the jaw, in the shoulders, in the stomach, in the spine. It knows the weight of unspoken things, the tension of too many thoughts with nowhere gentle to land. And still it stays, still it carries, still it waits. For the moment you stop treating it like a machine and start listening like it is a messenger. The body knows all. It really, really does. That's the first poem, y'all. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat about that one. The body knows, the body knows. I appreciate y'all for tuning in like always, without a doubt. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. The body knows. I'm going to read that poem again for the second time, like I always do every poem in the cave within. I really want this message to sink in as clearly as possible from within yourself. The body knows what the mind has been trying to outrun. It knows in the jaw, in the shoulders, in the stomach, in the spine. It knows the weight of unspoken things, the tension of too many thoughts with nowhere gentle to land. And still, it stays. Still, it carries. Still, it waits for the moment you stop treating it like a machine and start listening like it is a messenger. The body knows, y'all. The body knows. And it's funny because with me being a ISA certified personal trainer, nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach, exercise transformation specialist, all of those things. When I think about, I always talk to all of my clients about the importance of like listening to your body and everything. There's a reason why I say it's important for us to listen to our body because we must not only listen to our body, we must simply love our body. And sometimes we have to love our body with balance, compassion, and understanding that growth within your body is going to be a journey, especially while we're working on changing and it takes time. We got to be patient when it comes to listening to our body and loving our body because change takes time, y'all, and that's perfectly okay. Embrace the process and be patient on yourself. That's all that matters. And the most important thing I like to tell all of my clients as well, practice gratitude. Be grateful for what your body does for you every single day because it's capable of so many amazing things. Please don't ever underestimate the power of what your body can do because sometimes the body is not betraying you. It's telling the truth faster than your words can. And the body belongs to the world of contact, y'all. It tells us when life has been too loud, too rushed, too sharp. And if you've been ignoring your body, tonight is your chance to make peace with it. That way it doesn't happen again. So be sure to do that, y'all. Be sure to do that. As we go into our second poem for tonight, since tonight's theme is body, soul, spirit, I decided to put together a poem for each of those, like I mentioned earlier. The second poem is called Soul Weather. See, the soul has weather. some days clear, some days stormy, some days humid with memory, some days cold with distance. And because no one else can see it the way they see your face, you learn to carry whole climates behind ordinary smiles. But the soul does not disappear just because it is hidden. It waits for a room like this, a slower sound, a more merciful rhythm, a moment to say, this is what I've been carrying. How y'all feeling about that soul weather in the chat, man? We got to weather the storm that sometimes takes place within our own souls, y'all. It's the soul weather. Soul weather. Here at the Cave Within, live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. Gotta love it. That's why we can make sure that people in the back listen. See, the soul has weather. Some days clear, some days stormy, some days humid with memory, some days cold with distance. And because no one else can see it, the way they see your face, you learn to carry whole climates behind ordinary smiles. But the soul does not disappear just because it is hidden. It waits for a room like this, a slower sound, a more merciful rhythm, a moment to say, this is what I have been carrying. Soul weather, y'all. Got to be in tune with the weather that goes on within our soul. We gotta check the radar every now and then, just so we can understand what's going on from within. That way, we can see things more clearly. That way, we can honor and follow our what goes on within our souls on a regular basis, y'all. Because your soul is the place of feeling. It is where joy and sorrow meet. It's where longing lives. It's where reaction happens, actually. And it's also where memory loves to leave a lot of fingerprints. And most people don't need more noise in the soul. They simply just need more room. I gotta say that again for the people in the back. See, most people don't need more noise in the soul. They just simply need a lot more room to establish that place of feeling from within themselves. Yes, indeed. Yes, and since this is your midweek deep flow, I'm going to hit you with a third special poem to kind of really bring everything together because I really want to highlight all elements of this theme that we're the body, the spirit, and the soul. And honestly, the reason why I came up with this theme in particular, I was going through some of my notes. I highly recommend everybody look into Rudolph Steiner in his books, his lectures, because he talks about the body and the mind, and well, really the body and the spirit and the soul and all things, a whole bunch of other things. But his readings and his teachings primarily focus a lot on the body and the spirit and the soul in ways that were so ahead of his time. It's still relatable now more than ever in 2026. Let that sink in. So everybody in the chat, everybody who's watching live, be sure to go to Rudolph Steiner or Google Rudolph Steiner. And as a matter of fact, before I read this third poem, I'll bring it up right here on my phone right because I'm going to give y'all a little resource. If you go to rsarchive.org, which is basically the Rudolph Steiner archive, it literally has all of his books, all of his articles, all of his lectures. Matter of fact, for those who are watching right now on stream, I'm pulling it up right here on my phone as we speak. For those who are watching right now live on stream, there you go. Can't say that I didn't give y'all a free resource right there for you to help empower, uplift, and inspire you to become a better version of yourself. So going through my Rudolph Steiner notes, because obviously I have a whole bunch of notes in my phone, like who doesn't in this day and age? I literally have a section of notes in my phone that is dedicated to all Rudolph Steiner's material. And within that material, I was looking at it earlier and I was like, you know what? Why not dedicate the midweek deep flow stream towards the body, the soul, and the spirit? So fast forward, here we are, and that's the theme, and that's how we're doing it on this deep midweek flow. But before I get too off track and go on too much of a ramble or a rant or whatever you want to call it, let's finish up our third and final poem to really tackle. We tackled the body, right? The body knows. We tackled the weather within the soul with soul weather. Now, how about we listen to our spirit a little bit more, shall we? With the third poem being called Spirit Listen. And the spirit does not shout over the world, it waits beneath the rush, beneath the drama, beneath the spinning thought, beneath the ache. And when the body softens and the soul stops bracing, the spirit begins to hear what was always there. Not opinion, not panic, not performance. Truth, the kind that does not belong to ego, the kind that belongs to what is eternal. You got to give a round of applause on that one. We got to listen to our spirit because we all have that same spirit that the Most High God provides us, the ultimate helper. It's all within us, ready to lead a helping hand every single time, y'all. All we got to do is just stop and listen. Why not? What else do we have to lose, right? So, the third poem for the second time, for those who didn't catch it the first time, Spirit Listen. The Spirit does not shout over the world, it waits beneath it, beneath the rush, beneath the drama, beneath the spinning thought, beneath the ache. And when the body softens and the soul stops bracing, the Spirit begins to hear what was always there. Not opinion, not panic, not performance, truth. The kind that does not belong to ego, the kind that belongs to what is eternal. There you have it, y'all. This has been your poetry immersion segment here on this Cave Within live digital sanctuary for your PMS effect, all poetry, meditation, and stillness. If you're enjoying the experience thus far, y'all know what to do. Subscribe at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. As we begin the transition into our deep, deep ambient frequency. And for those who are regular broadcast listeners of the Cave Within, y'all know what time it is. It's time to get our meditation on, y'all. Let's do this. This is going to be awesome. We're going to do another meditation today. And again, for those who are listening for the first time, I'm speaking to y'all real quick. We're basically going to move now into the deeper ambient portion of the night. Less words, more sound, more room, more stillness. This part is here for you to study, sleep, journal, pray, reflect, or simply just be here in the moment. That's what we're about to do as we get ready to make our transition here into our meditation for tonight. And I figured, you know what? We're going to do a little something like this. We're going to tap into healing our strength and our inner power today. As a matter of fact, we're going to take it to some manifestation here. We're going to bring in the healing frequency, the ultimate healing frequency that is one of my personal favorite meditation frequencies to release to meditate to. 1 second here. We're going to pull this up. Here we go, y'all. We gonna feel the power on this one. We gonna literally feel the high God's healing hand on this one. We're gonna clear all negative thoughts with this one as we're tuned into 432 HC frequency. Kind of like the basic common standard frequency out of all the HC frequencies. To heal all body damage. We're gonna allow high God's healing hands of our spirit, power of our soul process of this one. I know what to do, like always. Simply just close your eyes, soften your gaze, like always. We're going to tune into our breath like we did earlier as we breathe through our nose, exhale through our nose or mouth, focusing on the power of the breath like always. Let's inhale calm and exhale stress together, y'all. Let's slowly but surely remove ourselves from all thoughts, emotions, not simply all thoughts, feelings, but realizing that it's always there. Accept and embrace it. And not only that, we become the observer. We become the watcher of our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, as we continue to inhale through our nose, as we continue to exhale through our as this 432 HC frequency settles in, I want you to let your body hear that you're safe enough to soft, safe enough and your body to feel safe enough to soft. I want your soul to feel safe enough to feel, and I want your spirit to feel safe enough to listen. And if your mind wanders back to the breath, then breathe out through your nose or breathe nose out through your mouth. If emotions rise, let it rise without judgment. And if peace comes, let it stay. As we let the sound hold you, I'll check in with you every few minutes to make sure we're all fine and this is the cave within, your deep ambient immersion slash meditation. All right, y'all, as we continue to let this sound hold us, as we continue to let peace come and stay, emotions rise within us without judgment, just continuing to breathe in through your nose for 3 to 5 seconds, holding your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, exhaling slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. Again, if your mind ever wanders, simply just come back to the power of your breath. Return to your body. Make room for the soul, the spirit. Listen, we stay here for just a little bit longer, for a few more minutes. We're going to dive right back, we'll be right back with public service announcements. With you, a digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. stay here for just a little bit longer. Quick heads up before we continue on and wind down our meditation. Here's some quick public service announcements. Those who have been asking for something you could take with you off stream, remember the Night Sanctuary Volume Pack is being released in less than 2 weeks, beginning April. That pack is what it will include. It may include a variation of guided meditation and chakra frequency immersions, maybe some guided breath work and ambient soundscape. Maybe you might get a little personal poetry reading, and you might get one of the poems that I've been reading within the streams. You might get your own personal poetry reading with the ambient soundscape there, and so much more. So if this space helps you sleep, study, breathe, or just come back to yourself, remember, there will be a way to carry that with you anytime. And that's with the Night Sanctuary Volume 1 pack being released in less than 2 weeks, beginning April 20th. Also, one-on-one mindfulness sessions are open and available inside the HFWB Exercise Transformation Program. As a friendly reminder, these sessions are designed to help you reset your nervous system, improve focus, reduce overwhelmness, and build better mind, body, spirit rhythm in real life. Who want any more of that in their life, right? Want more information? You can reach out to me at 361-765-4760. Give me a call, shoot me a text message, or if you prefer email, you can email me at cope.cpe@gmail.com. Reminder, that's your email capture or direct checkout lane right there. So if you want your update, be sure to stay connected, y'all. And of course, if this space is helping you out tonight, continue to hit that subscribe button. Kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. At Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Subscribe or tip the Cave Within Ambient Sanctuary alive and breathing more than ever, y'all. And also, I just want to point this out as a little friendly reminder. My newest poetry book, Chakras, A Journey Within, is officially out now on Amazon as we speak via ebook and paperback. I do have the audiobook version recorded as well, as that will be coming out sooner than you think. But for now, my newest poetry book, Infinity Chakras, Journey Within, is out on Amazon via ebook and paperback. And also, this Sunday on April the 11th, 2026, I will be doing a live book premiere event for the Sunday Night Soul Session, highlighting. I may highlight, a few lines out of certain poems within the Infinity Chakra Journey Within book, or I might read you one exclusive poem out of any of the poems that we talked about. You never know. Tune in to the live book premiere event on April the 11th, 2026. You don't want to miss out on that. Plus, I will be launching a 7-day chakra challenge between April, a matter of 5 days, y'all. Be on the lookout for that. Stay tuned because a lot is moving through this sanctuary, the cave within, becoming more than a stream, becoming a rhythm and a body of work, becoming a place to return. Allow us to return back to our meditation as we slowly but surely wind down. It's been a fun time, y'all, as we stay here for just a little bit longer. have more stillness, let it find you, turn to the body, make room for the soul, spirit, listen, come back to your breath as you breathe in through your nose for 3 to 5 seconds, holding your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, slowly exhaling for 3 to 5 seconds. Stay here for just a little bit longer, I promise, for about 5 or 6 minutes or so. We will be right back. This is The Cave with Me, your live digital sanctuary for poetry, meditation, and stillness. All right, y'all. As we wind down our meditation practice, the cave within, back in to the physical realm. I know. We attach ourselves back into our thoughts, our emotions, feelings, and our overall ego. As we come back into acknowledging, accepting, and embracing our feelings, emotions, and our ego for what they truly are. As always, here at the cave within, I want us to finish up our meditation practice, finishing up letting this 432 HC frequency heal all the body damage, feeling the Most High God's healing hand to light up your spirit and fire up your soul to where all negativity is cleared. As we inhale through our nose for 3 to 5 seconds, holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and exhale for 3 to 5 seconds. Doing our second to last inhale, holding that breath for a few seconds, and exhale for 3 to 5 seconds. And as we tune into our final inhale, making it our biggest inhale yet, as we inhale through our nose, the calm, cool collectedness that the universe is providing us, holding our breath for a few seconds as we exhale slowly through our nose or through our mouth. Back together. You can slowly but surely open your eyes as we're back in through the ground. As we come back together, like always, I want to ask you, how are y'all feeling after this meditation, y'all? How are you feeling? How are we feeling? Let me know how y'all are feeling right now in the chat. I appreciate all the love that I've been getting from the chat thus far today. I see all these people who are in the chat talking about how a stringer is about to break 3 eggs on their head and pour water all over his setup. As entertaining and amusing as that may sound, those people here in the chat, they need to tune into the cave within where they can be more calm, cool, and relaxed, more so than anything. But I do appreciate those who communicate in the chat. I appreciate everyone who is with me now after this stream. Thank you, Topal underscore Soul Yukon 37, Allender Zambria, I see you. Sin underscore Nomble 66, I see you. I appreciate y'all for following the Cave Within live stream. Y'all share this stream with those who may need it. It's all about healing here at the Cave Within. So, how are we feeling right now in the chat? Like always, drop one word in the chat. Are we grounded, calm, reflective, emotional, lighter, sleepier, clear, present? Whatever is true is welcome here. Like always, here in the cave within. That is for sure. And let me ask you this too while we're asking this. Which part of tonight within this midweek flow hits you the most? Is it your body? Is it your spirit? Is it your soul? Sometimes just naming where you are is literally part of the healing within itself. Before we close on this flow, because I really want to make up for last week on this, I want you to just take one more breath with me and let this carry you into the rest of the night. Breathe in through our nose for 3 to 5 seconds. One last time. Holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds. And then exhale through your nose or through your mouth. Again, just for 3 to 5 seconds. Now, after that breath, you're letting go. After that inhale and exhale, quietly ask yourself this: what am I grateful for tonight? No, really, am I grateful Not what was perfect, not what's easy, just what is true. What is true to you? Because gratitude helps gather pieces to where you can put together a puzzle in your faith. Love it. Love it. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of the Cave Within live broadcast here on kicks.com backslash Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Y'all be sure to hit the subscribe button at Did Not Give Up 44, y'all. My name is Clifton Pope of HFWB, and this is the Cave Within. The Cave Within. Oh my goodness. I love y'all very, very much. I really, really do. Because don't get it twisted. This is still for the restless souls, for the night healers, and for the deep feelers. I do this for y'all. And for those who are returning to themselves, I do this for y'all. Again, if this stream gives you peace, support the experience by again hitting that subscribe button. Kicks.com backslash Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Because your support alone, all it takes is one person at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time. Because your support, it will continue to empower, uplift, and inspire me to keep creating these ambient soundscapes, to keep creating these poetry readings and these guided nights here within the cave within. And again, friendly reminder, I want y'all to stay tuned. Night Sanctuary Volume 1 audio pack coming soon, beginning April the 20th. I got something special in store for y'all for the first edition of that. Y'all stay tuned for the live book premiere event for my new poetry book, Infinity Chakra's Journey Within, which, by the way, it is out now on Amazon. So after this stream, y'all go to Amazon.com, put into the search bar Infinity Chakra Journey Within by Clifton Pope. Yours truly. It will come up. Be sure to order your copy on Amazon today via ebook or paperback. And keep in mind, I will be doing a live book premiere event on April the 11th, this Sunday, for the Infinity Chakras, A Journey Within. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss out on that for sure. And also, I will be launching the 7-day chakra challenge beginning April the 13th. 2026, which is in 5 days next Monday. So that's something you want to be on the lookout for as well. But again, this is yours truly, Clifton Pope of HFWB, and this is the Cave Within, your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. So, with that being said, I want to wish y'all a wonderful night, a restful night. And remember, y'all, take care of your body, make room for your soul, and listen for spirit. This is Clifton Pope with The Cave Within. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow night on the next daily broadcast stream of The Cave Within, your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. Peace, love, positive vibrations, y'all.